from Occupy Wall Street. Now, this really happened yesterday. This is the way it went down. This young fellow, we were told, Burke and I, that he was the representative. We waited days to be put into contact with this young man. I guess he was very busy doing other interviews with many other outlets. I don't know about that. But this is Matt from yesterday, representing Occupy Wall Street. First, you'll hear some of the snappy interaction and love between me and Burke. Oh, now this guy's on. Well, we can't do it like that, Burke, where I go into something else, and then we're going to go to the guest, and I got to break it again. Okay, let's go to this guy. Excellent. Wonderful. Hey, Matt, how are you today?
Oh, doing great.
All right, now, Matt, I don't know anything about you. All I know is I was talking about this Occupy Wall Street, and I was going on and on about it, and then some of the people who were listening to me didn't like the stuff that I was saying. And so they said, why don't you do some research, and why don't you find out a little bit about this Occupy Wall Street crowd? And then somehow your name came up. Now, if you could just explain to me why you are or the spokesperson for Occupy Wall Street. Why is that?
I'm most definitely not but I am one because really most of us are or can be. I came from Portland, Oregon, almost a month ago. I hitchhiked up here with a friend. I really didn't know what to expect.
I don't know what to expect either. So you hitchhiked from Portland, Oregon to where?
To here in New York City.
Okay, and where are you staying?
And I've been staying both at Zuccotti Park,
mm-hmm.
On the cement floor here, as well as there's been a lot of people that have been very generous with opening up their various spaces to allow some people to sleep in.
Now, Matt, what do you hope to accomplish?
Well, a lot. I believe we've already accomplished so far. I mean, we've come together in New York City. We've created this our own society and the type that we want to live in, the type that we want to see happening here in America. All of these people coming together and having this conversation that we need to have, which is talking about all of these very big issues, such as corporate oppression.
Have you been the victim of corporate oppression?
I believe.
How so?
Most of America is. Well, by owning, let's say this, 40. I'm forgetting the exact statistic number, but a very small percentage of the populace of this country owns about 80% of the wealth in this country.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? What percentage of people would you say are Major League Baseball players? What percentage would you say? A very small percentage.
A very small percentage.
Yeah. Could it be that the very small percentage of people who control most of the money, could it be, and I'm just asking as a possibility, because they're real smart and work harder than everybody else, could that be a possibility?
Smarter than everybody?
Yeah. Do you think? Have you ever met? I've met a lot of people smarter than I am. Have you ever met anybody smarter than you?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so maybe they're way smarter than you and I, and that's why they have so much more money. It could be,
yeah.
Or much more talented. I mean, should everybody be a Major League Baseball player? Everybody can't be the Beatles. They controlled all kinds of money. They made all kinds of money. It was because they were so much more incredibly talented than everybody else. They were doing something that very few people could do, and so therefore they were rewarded. Can you name an individual who works for a corporation who is being paid unfairly?
Well, I believe that that there are a lot of people up high in such and such banks that are being paid unfairly because they're being paid.
But you can't name an individual. You can't name a person. You can't tell me so-and-so is being paid unfairly. It's just an overarching general idea that there is not a lot of fairness on planet Earth, and you want it to be fair.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of education that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. How much education do you have?
What's that?
How much education do you have?
Some college.
Where'd you go to college? Where did you go to college?
I went to Portland Community College for a little while.
Have you ever worked a full-time job in your life?
Yes, sir.
What was your job?
I worked at a retail store, community customer service, and I've also worked. My most recent job was at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm. So you actually think that, given your educational background and what you know and your life experience, you can actually say that people in corporations are earning money that they really do not truly deserve. You actually think that you have enough educational background or research that you can actually make that statement, yet you cannot name one individual. Can you name a corporation? Can you name a specific corporation?
J.P. Morgan Chase.
What have they done?
J.P. Morgan Chase has done many things, but like I said, right now a lot of what we're
Hey, Matt, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join me. You sound like a nice young kid.
Thank you.
All right. Have a nice day, Matt.
You too. Thank
All right.
you so much.
Be well.